Okay, crocheters, I have a serious question for you. What do you do with your hands when you have to give your wrists a break from crocheting? I've run into this dilemma and I need some help. So any suggestions, please throw them my way. In the meantime, I want to talk to you about this Red Heart brand here. And not the brand as much, well, maybe the brand, but about the color and why this is an important yarn in my crocheting history. Here it is. Oh, here it is. This is the one I want to show you guys. Today I thought I would share my crocheting history with you guys. I started crocheting back in 1996 when I was pregnant with my first daughter. Back in the day when HGTV was actually a good channel, I used to love it because the morning shows, they had a variety of different craft shows lined up from back to back. There was Sewing with Nancy, there was Simply Quilts, and there was the Carol Duvall show. And it was Carol that taught me how to crochet. She did a quick 10-minute segment, and I was like, oh, I want to learn how to do that. And I ran up to, it was either Joann's or Michael's. This was one of the very first yarns that I bought. And what you're looking at here is one of my first quilts once I got a little bit practiced. So this quilt is probably 1 year old, and I'll show you it in a minute here. But this is the very first crochet book that I bought here too. Okay, you can see the title there, I hope. It is called A Harmony Guide to Crochet Stitches. You can see how much I've used it. The binding is worn away. I've got it in a binder here, and there's still holes. All of these are still torn open. So this is a very, very well-loved book. And sometimes I think maybe you should just treat yourself to a new one, but then I think, why bother? This book is so perfect. This also helped me learn how to crochet alongside with Carol Duvall. You know, they've got all the little instructions and everything here, and it's super, super helpful. It's interesting these days because I watch a lot of videos on crocheting, and there's so many tricks, and I see the way people hold tension around their hands with the yarn. And just a 10-minute segment video and watching, like, reading just a bare minimum of this, I had no idea there were so many different varieties and ways to do it. So you guys that are learning to do it now, you really have a lot more available to you. But anyway, so I started cranking away. I loved crocheting, and it just became like a very good friend of mine. I tend to be one of those people where I like to keep my hands busy when I'm relaxing. And so I just turned on Hulu by accident. How did I do that? Well, let's just turn it off. How about that? Okay. As I gained a little practice crocheting, this blanket is probably about 1 year old. Well, not now, but by the time I had 1 year experience, this is where I was at. It's fairly rectangular. I even got a nice edging on it. The reason that I wanted to share a little bit of my story with you was when I was at Michael's the other day, I was looking through the clearance yarn, and they had this red heart and they had this color, and it just threw me back 30 years ago. And it just, I had to buy it. I don't even have plans for it. I don't even know if I'm going to use it, but it was like finding an old friend. And so, you know, I had to dig this out from underneath the bed. It was stored with all of my other quilts and my other I have another crochet blanket or two. I do not keep many of them because I have way too many of them. Kind of like my quilt collection. But, yeah, anyway, it was just a really happy memory, and I wanted to share it with you guys. This is a beautiful pattern here. This I pulled out of here. I will take a picture of it, and I'll include it here for you, and I'll put it on my community page too in case you do want to try it. I don't have much else for you today. I just wanted to say hi, and I wanted to talk about yarn a little bit. I'm hoping you guys can throw me some suggestions on what to do with my hands since I can't be playing with this right now. And you know what? It's scratchy just like a Red Heart acrylic yarn too. Have a good day, guys.